Hey there folks, it's your boy B3, back with another kicking miniature unboxing. To be completely honest, I'm not sure which channel this is going up on at the moment. Because I do a lot of action figure-y kind of reviews on the main channel, G&G B3 Productions, or Godzilla and Gigan. And then on the second channel, B3 Productions, I have a lot of kind of gaming and miniature stuff, but I showed these in an action figure haul, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do with these yet. You're probably watching this on the B3 Productions channel, simply because I haven't been making content for that channel very much recently, just some shorts, but I picked up this very cool set of Viking Life miniatures. Yes, they're from Timeline. That's the company that made them. They're out of the UK. They're lead-free pewter figurines, and they have this little board. They're handcrafted, which is pretty cool. And you know, I play a lot of tabletop games, and I've brought a lot of tabletop gaming into G&G recently on the main channel. You know, I'm kind of talking myself into posting this on B3 Productions as I do it. But yeah, it's pretty cool. So there's 5 of them. They aren't even all like Viking warriors. There's like a merchant and a mom with her kid, and I think there's one that's a chieftain. I think that's the chieftain. But yeah, it says here they have many different kinds. Nativity, Celtic, Viking, Roman, Anglo-Saxon, Norman, Medieval Knights, Tudors, Shakespeare, English Civil War, Victorian Life, Britain at War, Great British, and more. And there is a dinosaur set in this same kind of box. I'm very interested in that one, to be honest. There's kind of their Viking figurehead. Pretty cool. But now let's pop this puppy open. Now that box wasn't taped up, but it was basically a puzzle. So, oopsie. But yeah, here are the 5 different miniatures that come inside. And if you kind of open this part up, it's got this little Viking read-up that it doesn't want to focus on. The Vikings were fierce Scandinavian sea warriors who terrorized much of the northwest Europe with their raids in the period between the 8th and 12th centuries. They came from the Nordic countries of Norway, Sweden, and Denmark. They were the finest shipbuilders and explorers of the time, being the first Europeans to reach North America. That's right, eat your heart out. Many Nordic people lived peacefully in towns and small settlements, working as farmers, merchants, and craftsmen. In 1017, Nut, heir to the Danish throne, became King of England. That's C-N-U-T. I assume that's spelled nut, or pronounced nut. Sorry, it's spelled C-N-U-T. I assume it's pronounced nut. But when you look at it, your brain kind of goes somewhere else. Your brain kind of rearranges those letters a little, maybe. I did post a short about that, because I got these from a museum gift shop. And when I was in the gift shop, I kind of made a little short when there was no one around. Except for, you know, like the cashier. But yeah, you know, you can actually kind of keep this little stand intact to display them on if you want. I am actually going to keep them and the box and keep them in the box. Here is the kind of game mat of sorts. It's just like that. The box, or I think it was the website, not actually the box, said you could use it to kind of play like tic-tac-toe or make up your own game or something, you know. It's neat, it's fine. They go on them pretty well. Might just need to be flattened out a little, you know. And you can buy these in different sets with different numbers, and you can do all that. There's also, you can also get them on keychains, I saw. You can get them single, individual little guys. Pretty neat, to be completely honest with ya. But yeah, I think this is the Viking warrior pewter miniature. He's pretty cool. He's got his shield up, he's got his axe. He's got a little hole on his crotch. He's really neat. A lot of really cool fine detail in there. Almost looks like one of those pressed pennies on the bottom, you know what I mean? That is a neat little guy. I don't remember which one is the chieftain. I actually think this one might be the chieftain. I think I pointed at the wrong one before. I think the chieftain is the one with the shield down at the side, and his spear is kind of bent in here. But it's fine. It's metal. It'll be fine. Such cool detail. I can hear it starting to rain outside, which is not great for me. Oopsies. Anyway, let's move him over to the side. Here is the Viking woman with her child. I assume she's like a farmer. See, got her basket of eggs or maybe fruit or veggies or something. Very cool. These really would make good D&D miniatures, which I'm hoping to prove to you in a sec. You'll see how. You'll see. So I think this is merchant, this is farmer. There's not like, there's no labeling in the set, but I know they have different things they're supposed to be. This has to be the farmer to me. He's got the basket. He's got kind of a stereotypical field worker's hat, you know. Pretty cool. And then the merchant. Just assume it's the merchant. He looks very merchant-y, doesn't he? Like, if you're in a fantasy game and you walked up to this guy, you would expect him to have wares, you know? And I know these are more historical minis, which is why none of them have horns on the helmet, because that wasn't real. I know that's like the most repeated fact about Vikings now is, you know, they didn't have horns. Everyone thinks that's such an impressive thing. But it's true, and that is a good way to show when they're trying to be historically accurate, which I feel like this set is. And these are really durable. They're lead-free, which is good, because it's super poisonous to humans. Glad we know that now. But yeah, let me pull out some of my Dungeons and Dragons miniatures, if I can find them. Here's my most recent Dungeons and Dragons miniature. I haven't been buying any. This is Raynar Neverember from Waterdeep Dragon Heist. It was a gift from a friend because when we played Waterdeep Dragon Heist, and still during Storm King's Thunder, my character, Mara, daughter of Stefber, was dating him. See, Raynar Neverember, main NPC. But yeah, let's see how they scale with this kind of normal-sized Dungeons & Dragons mini. Here is the merchant. That's pretty magnificent. And they're all going to be about the same, but I'm still going to show them all. The warrior. The warrior! Very cool. You got the farmer. The woman with child. And the chieftain. Pretty cool. I think these scale great with my D&D minis. Sure, they don't have, like, the base that shows what kind of size creatures they are, but, you know, just humans. They're just humans. Human-sized critters. Not critters, but you know what I mean. So, yeah, they scale well and could be used great, ching, ching, in your tabletop role-playing games. Or just miniatures games in general. So what are my final thoughts on the Timeline Viking Life 5 figures and game board set? They're really cool. I really like them. As someone who likes miniatures but hasn't collected any in a while, these are really nice. I normally don't go for unpainted. That's true. I normally don't go for unpainted, but I like the weight of these pewters. You know, NPCs don't super need to be painted. I think there's some groups out there that mostly play with unpainted miniatures, but then the characters are painted. I think that's what tabletop gaming YouTuber Seth Skorkowski does. I think his group has unpainted NPCs and stuff, and then all the player characters are painted. I think that's what they do. That makes sense to me. Like, that's not bad. I just kind of prefer the painted because I'm spoiled. But, anyway, this is a really cool set. If you like painting miniatures, I'm sure you can paint pewter. You'd still have to, like, put, you know, it's just maybe a different process than painting other things. I'm not a painter. I don't know if I made that clear or not. I'm not a painter, miniature or otherwise. But they are very cool. If you like unpainted minis, metal minis, like painting minis, just playing the games, or even just collecting minis at all. no gaming at all. That's great. My only real complaint with this set is it doesn't list what each miniature is supposed to be. See, the game board here, which is fine to have and neat, is blank on the back. What if you just printed that on the back? Like you wrote down what each one was. You know? Tell us what each one is supposed to be. I think that would be pretty cool. I do like that there is a little read-up about Vikings inside once you've opened it up. They even did detail on that, which wasn't necessary to print something there. But I mean, I think it's good packaging, really good packaging. And I do like the little game board and stuff. I'm just here like, hey, folks, you know, give me a little checklist. Give me a little checklist of the individual peeps. That's really my only complaint. Otherwise, I think it's a great little set. It was $15, so about $3 a miniature. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Yeah, about $3 a miniature. That's pretty good. I think that's pretty good for these little metal guys, especially since they're from the UK, according to the bottom of the packaging. But that's it. Thank you all very much for your support. Remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. Check out all the cool links in the description below, Facebook, Twitter, etc. We do have a Dungeons & Dragons podcast called Tabletop Recap. At the time of recording this, we haven't had an episode in a while because our group has... A lot of us have been moving or changing jobs, or one of us just finished school, and our DM just moved. So we're thinking of just moving it online. But that's it. Thank you all very much for your support, and I'll see you all next time. Bye for now.